So first, let's pray to Krishna. After a long time, we are doing so. Just pray to Krishna that whatever he wanted us to understand, only that we should understand. Only the truth. We should get the truth, what he wanted to say. So we are doing chapter 2, Shloka 31st. The meaning of the shloka is looking at your own duty as well. You should not flather, for there is nothing more meritorious to a person of the warrior class than a righteous war. So now here the Krishna is telling Arjun that reminding him his duty, that what is your duty is. So he was a warrior, right? A royal prince. So at that time, the warrior class, the Kshatriya, had to go and fight. So now the Krishna is saying that is your duty. You have to go and fight. There is no other way. So now let's see how much Krishna tried him to understand, what all Krishna did to try to make him understand. First, what did Krishna said? First, Krishna tried to make him understand that there is one soul, there is one Atma, there is oneness. In that oneness, whatever you are doing, it doesn't affect you. Remember? We studied about that it's the oneness, and whatever you are doing according to the oneness, the Atma, uh, it's okay, whatever your duty you have to do that. So first way he wanted to make him understand that. Then second, when Arjun was not able to understand oneness, with this shloka and prior to this shloka, I understood now that the people are not easily able to understand oneness. Because if you haven't, if Arjun was not able to understand when Krishna was describing him the oneness, the Atma, the soul, the Brahm, he was not able to understand. So like him, many people, we don't also understand oneness. We can say that the oneness world, we know the meaning, but what is it, we don't understand. So what did the Krishna did? First he tried to make him understand the oneness way, then he lost there. Then he came to the I tendency. Remember, I have many times told there is a I tendency. It's called aham vritti in Hindi. It's I tendency. So Krishna went the same I which Ramana Maharishi talks, right? The same I. So Krishna made him understand that, okay, this is not the pure Brahm or oneness, then it's your own I tendency, and the I tendency take birth again and again. Remember, we studied that I tendency take birth again and again. So okay, it's I tendency and it's taking birth and again. But Arjun was not ready to understand that also. So Krishna came very low now. Krishna came very low, and now he's telling that, oh, this is your job, this is your duty, because you are a warrior class, you have to go and fight. So Krishna, to make Arjun understand, the Krishna is coming, one by one, stepping down. So why Krishna called about the warrior class here? Because Krishna thought that initially in the Gita, what we were reading, that Arjun was always worried about his family, his people, like his elders, and then he was worried about the women's in the family. If the men's will die, what will happen to women's? So he very body conscious. He was always very body conscious person. So Krishna here is trying to make him understand he's going to the level of the body now, whose duty is to fight, because the body born as a kshatriya, the body born as a warrior, so the warrior's duty is to fight. So, okay, forget everything, all oneness, all philosophy. Go, it's your work, you have to do that. So, Krishna is coming so down to make him understand. That is the one of the quality of the best teacher. They go to the level where their disciple can understand, right? They don't talk from their own level where the disciple cannot get anything. So this is the beauty of Krishna. So now see, like he was talking about Brahm, he was giving him like all oneness knowledge before prior to this shloka. Then he came down, then he came more down. Just Krishna is trying to convince here to Arjun that go and fight. That is the dharma here. Because the Duryodhan and his army and his friends, if they become king, they will be not on the path of the dharma. So you have to kill them. You have to make sure that everyone is protected. Everyone is taken care. So that's why he's trying again and again. So I tendency is here what? The I tendency is here the personal ego. What takes birth again and again? Rebirth happened to what? Our personal ego, right? Which is called, in according to Gita, which is called Jeev Atma, which is called Jivatma. That Jivatma take birth again and again. So he's talking about everything that, okay, in oneness when you go, no birth happens there. That philosophy. We come to down, okay, the birth happened. Next birth, you will go to heaven and you will have so much money and this and that, this concept. Then he went to the body concept that you are a warrior and you have to do what is necessary to do. But with these three also, Arjun is not getting ready. Can anybody tell me why Arjun is not able to understand anything? Just think about Arjun. Why? What will be the main reason that his mind doesn't work or he doesn't understand?
Maybe he's attached to his family.
Yeah, attachment is there. Yeah. Anything else?
He doesn't want to.
He doesn't want to. Yeah, that is also good. He doesn't want to. So now look at yourself, right? Many time in the family, in the workplace, and everywhere, people suggest you many things. What are the time when you don't listen to anyone? Why you don't listen to anyone? It happens, right? With all of us happens. Look at yourself and see what comes at that time, why you are not listening to others.
Because we feel we are right.
Yeah, we feel superior. It's like we feel superior, we feel that we know everything, or in the other world we can say that our ego stand and tells us, okay, I'm not going to listen to anyone. Whatever I'm thinking, that is right. So same thing is going with Arjun. The teacher is trying to teach him, but he is not listening, right? There is no true listening. And many times this happens with all of us, right? Even in you must be trying to make other people's understand, and many time it happen. Doesn't matter how many examples you give, the person in front of you doesn't want to understand, and sometimes you don't understand what the other person is saying because we feel that we are a little superior and we have a lot of ego. Anybody want to share any this kind of thing that you are trying to make somebody understand it, the person didn't understood?
Yeah, one of the common things for me, I think for others probably as well, is wanting to make them understand is what's making me not be able to listen. Is, instead of seeking to understand them first, and
Mm-hmm.
putting my attention on listening, I'm trying to make them understand my point of view. And
Mm-hmm.
when I catch myself doing that, it's like, oh, no wonder they're not listening. I haven't listened to them yet.
So in Gita, the entire first chapter, the Krishna was just listening to Arjun. He didn't say any single word. He was just listening, listening, listening with so much patience. And now when he's saying, the Arjun is not understanding anything. And in every shloka, what I see that if we take it to our own life, we can see that how we also sometimes behave like that, or someone near us, they behave like that, and we can understand what is the reason why they are behaving like that, right? And ego have all kind of names you can give. It can be a superior complex, that I am very superior. It can be an inferior complex also. Sometimes if a person think that I am very low, that person doesn't want to listen to anyone. I have some people whom I talk, like I see that they feel that they are so low, they don't want to listen to anyone. So it can happen both the way. Like for especially for kids, if they are doing something bad or something, right? If you want to correct them too many times, they don't listen. Because somewhere in their mind it comes that, okay, I'm doing bad or I'm not good. So they stop listening to you. Right? So both the way it goes. So it was Shloka 31st, yeah, which we understood that what are the reasons why people don't listen to us. Now the Shloka 32 is there. Now again he is telling to Arjun that, oh Parth, Parth is one of the name of the Arjun. The Kshatriya, the warrior class, are the fortunate who gets such an opportunity of war, which offers an open gateway to heaven. So they say that when a soldier is fighting for the country or, for the welfare of others, that soldier directly go to heaven. Can anybody tell me why it happens like it goes to heaven? What is the philosophy behind it?
It's a duty of a Kshatriya to fight for their kingdom or
Yeah, yeah,
fight
it's
for dharma.
yeah, fight for dharma. But if a soldier is fighting, why we say that they went to heaven? How come
Because
they're
they're sacrificing their life for
yeah,
somebody else.
yeah, because of the sacrifice. Good. Because what they do, it's a bigger sacrifice. Right? Sometimes the soldiers die also on the war. So they are giving their life for others. That's why we keep it on a very high level of, um, spiritual sacrifice. That they are living their body, they are dying for us, for other people. So the Krishna is making Arjun understand the same thing here, that if you die also in the war, it's good, now you'll go to heaven. Everything will be very good for you. So, when we talk about this shloka, what is the Krishna doing here? The Krishna is tempting Arjun, right? It's putting greed in Arjun's mind because the Arjun is not understanding anything. That how we do with the young kids when they don't listen when they were young, we used to give them some candy or something. Right? Okay, you do this thing, you fold your clothes, you'll get candy, or you do your homework, you will get this. Remember, we used to do that. So now the Krishna is at that level. He's giving a candy to him that, okay, take, you will go to heaven, the candy of heaven here. So now, if you are getting candy, you understand what is happening in the life. Somebody is fulfilling your temptation. Vidya, write this line. This line is good. if you are getting too many candies in the life, somebody is fulfilling your temptation.
Can you
Now see,
can you repeat the second line? If you're getting too many candies in life, you are
yeah,
getting.
temptations. Somebody is tempting you, or you are getting temptations.
Okay, temptations. Yes, it's true.
Yeah, which will make you more and more small. It will not help you grow. Here I can add something from Ramakrishna Paramhansa. That's why Ramakrishna Paramhansa used to say that in the spiritual path, if you get these kind of candies, they will ruin you. They will not let you grow at all. What are they doing? They are just initial level, they are satisfying your greed, nothing else. So same thing Krishna is also saying, showing it with his words that, okay, now he's tempting him with the candy of the heaven, that go to the heaven now. So Arjun's consciousness is so low at this time. Maybe he was a great man. I cannot say that he was not a great man. He was a great warrior. But because of the sorrow and thinking too much of his family, he has become so weak in this moment. Because Arjun was a great warrior, so I don't think he was always this kind of weak. So what do we see here? The illusion of Maya here, right? Too many, it's Maya. It's only illusion which is making him think again and again about his family, right? The moh, the attachment towards the family is so much that he is not able to think anything bigger. So here we can see that why Arjun is behaving like that, because of too much attachment. Attachments always make us weak. The love should be free, right? There is a difference between attachment and love. The love gives freedom. The attachment puts you behind the bar of love, or illusion, that bar. So here, because of that, his consciousness is going very low and low. And it's very normal whenever it comes about family, whenever we talk about our loved ones, our friends and family, we behave like this, right? The attachment, we behave like this only. We forget anything at that time. We just want to save our family. And what is the description of saving the family here? The description of saving the family is that he is too much attached to his genes. What is a family here? Right? We all are humans, right? We all look the same way. Then why my family is very dear to me, not your family? Because we share the same genetic. We have the same genes. We share the same blood. Blood is made of chromosomes, right? So genes. So we share the same gene. So everybody wants to protect their own blood. So what is the human nature here? Forget human nature. What is the I tendency here? The tendency of the I is that it wants to be always flourishing, right? So it want to protect their own race, that nobody should kill me. My family should be always be protected. So same thing he is doing here. He's protecting his family, his genes, his chromosomes, and his everything here. So Arjun is like very fearful, and Krishna is tempting him. Now, when is somebody tempting us? When the temptation comes, it means that we are fearful. If you are not fearful, right, Nobody can tempt you. When you, what is fear here? The fear of losing something, the fear of losing money or family or what? At that time, for example, let's see the sale in the malls, right? In the stores, right? We had a fear that maybe some other time we have to spend extra money. So whatever temptation in the name of sale they present in front of us, sometimes we just go and do shopping. Because in the back of mind, somewhere it is that, okay, maybe it will be expensive tomorrow. So let me buy it. Right? It happens to everyone. So what is behind that? It's the fear. The same fear Arjun is also there. It's not a big fear, it's a small fear that maybe that thing will be very expensive. Tomorrow, let me buy and save it. So he is also doing the same thing. He doesn't want to fight, he doesn't want to give anything. So Krishna is in the fearful stage of Arjun. Krishna is tempting him. So if someone promises you heaven, what are they doing? Anybody wants to share? This shloka is done, 32.
I have one comment for temptation.
Mhm.
Sometimes we tempt when there is no interest, not only fear. Say, for example, a child is not interested in getting up early, not interested in doing something, we tempt.
Yeah, we
So
tempt. Yeah.
that's happening more in my case than fear.
Yeah. That also happened. We pressurize them to do something,
Yeah. So
tempt them.
here Arjun is like he's like I wouldn't say he's not interested. He has got more fear, and also for him to fight with the people who have raised him, like Bhishma Pitama and Dronacharya, that's different compared to fighting with another army that
Yeah,
he doesn't like. So this is very hard for him. So
yeah, it's
here
very
it's
hard.
more like love and fear, I think.
Yeah, love and fear. Like it's not love. It's a attachment and fear.
Attachment and fear. Yeah.
If you are loving, right, to someone, you will do what is the dharma says. You will do
Right.
as dharma. But when you are attached to someone, you will do all kind of things which you are not supposed to do. So temptation he is showing here. Any question, anyone in this one? Shloka 32?
I have one. More
Yeah.
than a question, it's a thought. Sometimes, most times, when we worship, we
Mhm.
are always asking for something. So,
Yeah.
isn't worship also a kind of temptation?
Yes, it is. And I'm going to talk a lot about on this thing in my retreat.
Okay.
It's devotion, prayer, and silence. So I have started preparing on your question. I had today only I wrote something. So, like, why do we pray? What is the meaning of prayer?
Yeah.
Right? And I think it's going to be very different and interesting. Um, yeah, the psychology, the philosophy behind the prayers, philosophy and psychology behind the silence, and everything we'll do in the retreat. This question I will answer there to understand very deeply.
Hmm.
Yeah. And even I'm trying to keep it in two levels. The higher levels will have very Vedantic answers, and the lower levels have a little bit normal answer. Otherwise, it will become like Krishna is saying something and Arjun is not understanding anything. So that balance I have to say. I'll see how it goes, but I have to figure it out. But yeah, I'm working on the prayers, so we'll be ready with something. Yeah. So now Shloka 33. Uh, so now again Krishna is telling him that this is a dharmic war. It's according to dharma. If you are abandoning it, right? If you're saying, oh, I don't want to fight, and you're going away, you are fortifying your duty and your honor. And this will be a sin, right? When you are supposed to do something and you are not doing it, you're just leaving it that I don't want to do it. So people will laugh at you. It will come on your honor. And now you are doing a sin. So before Shloka, the Krishna told that before Shloka, the Krishna told that you will be going to uh, heaven. Now in this Shloka, Krishna is telling him about the sin. Where do we go when we do sin? Where do we go when we do sin? Nobody knows it? Hell,
Uh,
right?
Hell, Naraka.
We're going to hell if we are doing sin. So now the basic thing, can you see here? How he was talking about heaven, the same way he's talking about hell. So is there any difference between hell and heaven? One was towards the temptation, the other is like a punishment. How do we discipline people? It's a discipline, it's a moral science, right? How do we discipline people? Do good, you will go to heaven. If you don't do good, you will go to hell. Now you can see the level of these things from where the Krishna is talking, right? That like how every day, how we like how I usually tell my daughters, we are not doing good karma. It is not good, right? Same way. That if you are not going hell, then this sin will take you to, if you are not going heaven, this sin will take you to hell. So now what Krishna is showing to Arjun here, he's showing the fear. What he tried greed and temptation. Right? When he's not listening by greed and temptation, what he's doing now, showing him the fear in the form of sin. Nobody wants to go hell. Everybody's scared of hell, right? So that fear keeps people on track. Why is hell and heaven necessary? To keep people on the right path, nothing else. Sometime they will have a greed that I will go to heaven and I will have so much, beautiful life and this and that, all those things. Sometime there will be a fear that I will go to hell if I do anything wrong. So what is it? It's kind of a moral policing. What we learned here, that temptation and fear goes together. If there is a temptation, there will be fear too. If there is a fear, there will be temptation too. Now everybody can look into your own feelings and see why you get fear. Because there is some kind of greed. You want something. And if you're not you able to get it, you get fear inside. If there is no temptation or greed, will be any fear? There will be nothing to lose. Why the sannyasis, why the Buddha never had fear? Because there was no greed. There was nothing to lose. I know many of you have a pattern of fear. All of you, you had, I have talked to you about that you guys have pattern of fear. Write me, send me messages that what did you understand with this one? What was there to lose? Why did you get fear? What kind of greed or temptation you have? Maybe you must be thinking that, okay, I don't have any greed or temptation. I just want to be healthy, or I just want my family to be good, or I just want my job to be working. Maybe it can be of that level. But there is a want, there is a greed. That's why you are fearful. So this is a homework for all of you. Like whoever are there, just text me that I have fear and this is the temptation. Because of this temptation, I get this fear. Okay to everyone? Because let's, with the Gita, let's do our healing and look at our patterns also. Instead of listening like a story. Let's work with it too. Right? So this will be a homework. And people, I am seeing how many people are there today. Look, somebody left, as I said, a homework. So rest of the people has to do it. Text me that this was the temptation and this is the fear. So here the in this shloka, the Krishna is telling Arjun that you have a very great name, big name, that you are such a great warrior. If you don't fight, if you run away, your honor will be gone. Right? You have a big name. Suddenly it will be gone. So what here we see, like the ego Arjun have, but Arjun is a stubborn also. He's a stubborn. He doesn't want to listen, right? That we also see here, that his entire personality is like very stubborn. Many times it happens, right? We want to make others understand something, and we put our 100% also. Right? Whatever way you know how to make others understand, you put everything. Then also the person in front of you doesn't understand anything. In the spiritual language, I can say their eyes are shut. There is no hearing at all. That person doesn't want to hear, or it doesn't have any listening. There is no true listening. So Krishna, here can you see how much effort the Krishna is putting here? Right? The Krishna, who is a God, who is a Par Brahm Parmeshwar, right? Who took a birth like a human. And he, after taking a birth like a human, he wants that dharma to be established. For the dharma to establish, he is telling Arjun to go and fight. If Arjun won't fight, the war will never happen. Because only Arjun has the capacity to stand in front of, Kaurva's army. He has the capacity. And to make Arjun go and fight, the Krishna is putting so much effort. For the dharma, for the establishment of dharma, we should never think how much effort we are putting. If something is right, we should put our 100%. Right? It's all our duty that for the dharma, for the right thing to happen. What is dharma here? Only the right things. For the right things to happen, we should put our 100%. And Krishna, it's not that Krishna is taking any money or something from Arjun, or they are paying him. So that's why he's putting so much effort. No, Krishna was a king, right? He had Dwarka. He had such a big army. He had everything with him. He did not wanted their money or their kingdom or anything. Only what he wanted, that the humans should have a better life. everyone should be safe and happy. Only for that, he was working so hard with the Arjun. Because if Arjun doesn't stand, they will lose and Duryodhan will become the king. So this was, I think, Shloka 33. Any question in this one?
Madam, I have a question.
Yeah.
Uh, Maybe it's a big question, sorry.
Mhm.
So, Krishna's intention was to teach detachment
Mhm.
and to teach Arjuna to follow the path of dharma.
Mhm.
So, Krishna himself had to come to teach these things because these are very strong concepts for a human mind.
Mhm.
He did not send somebody else to get this done, right?
Yeah.
So, why did he tell him about temptations or tell him about fear instead of telling him about moksha, how he can break through the life cycle of birth and death, instead of telling about swarga and
No, no.
naraka?
So three. Go to my videos before this one I posted. In that video and before that one video, those two videos, he is trying to tell him about oneness and Brahm and everything. But Arjun is not able to understand anything. Actually, today I
Okay,
noticed when I was preparing this, I put wrong number of shloka on my last video. I don't know how to change it now, the thumbnail. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to change it. I have put the wrong number of. So before that, I have posted it. Go and watch those two videos. One video is about the oneness and Brahm, and another video is about the Aham Vritti, the I tendency, the Jivatma.
okay,
And in that, this is the third one where he came so down now. So he
okay, okay,
had tried everything. He did everything to make him understand,
okay,
right? But yeah, but Arjun was because of the, because of the royal blood, the king, they don't want to listen to anyone.